Matthew 7:7 says, "Ask, and ye shall receive." You know what? I asked Pro Wrestling Evo to bring me back. I begged them to give me the best talent that they have. And you know what? June 30th, they finally offered it to me.
King versus King. Casey McKnight versus Marcellus King. Now you said you went to Pro Wrestling Evo offices and you've been asking for 8 months. Give me the best. Give me the biggest. Well, Jack, you got it.
Marcellus King, Casey McKnight, Port City King versus the Mid-Atlantic King, King on King. And I guarantee you it will be no show. I guarantee you there will be no stealing involved because it's going to be a fight, Marcellus. It's going to be a fight.
You said this isn't going to be a wrestling match? It's going to be a fight? Son, I ain't done nothing but fight since I got here. Ever since Evo 8, 2011, I fought my way to the top. I didn't go to the offices and tell them to give me something. I went out there and got it.
Understand this. Casey McKnight is a man. Casey McKnight has grown up from being a little boy, and let me tell you something, at 15 years old in the back of a trailer park, I was fighting men for money, and June 30th, at 27 years old, on my birthday, Marcellus King, I'm coming to fight you for money, and there's nothing that's going to stand between Casey McKnight and his money.
So Casey, happy early birthday. June 30th is Casey McKnight's birthday. I'm going to go ahead and get it out of the way now because on June 30th, I'm not going to be so polite. On June 30th, I'm not going to be so nice. You're not getting that, Marcellus King.
Pro Wrestling Evo, you finally done something smart.
On June 30th, you're getting the son of a bitch that does whatever it takes, any means necessary, to get that W. And I'm doing it live and in stereo. I'm doing it on iPay-per-view.
The following contest is set for one fall with a 20-minute time. It will be King versus King of the ring.
Well, we have seen a ton of hard-hitting matches tonight. John Schuyler involved with a great match with Adam Page. Just saw a great tag team match. But nothing as far as just brutality is going to compare to what you're about to see. Who is going to leave here tonight the king of Pro Wrestling Evo? Who is going to reign supreme? Will it be this man from the circus, the Mid-Atlantic King, Marcellus King, or Casey McKnight, the Port City King? King versus King. Schuyler, this match is going to be brutal.
Yes, it is, Charles. This is going to be a hard-hitting matchup. Marcellus King, I'm watching him walk to the ring. He's got intensity in his eyes, unlike I have ever seen before in my life. We saw in the video package there, he said he will take any kind of victory by any means necessary over Casey McKnight right here tonight. This is one matchup I am personally ecstatic to be calling.
And of course, Marcellus King, a former Pro Wrestling Evo champion, one half of the circus with Cedric Alexander, who will be challenging for that title tonight. But now we get a chance to take a look at a man who I hear might be moving to Florida sometime in the very near future. The Port City King from Wilmington, North Carolina, Casey McKnight.
The sky is truly the limit for Casey McKnight. You know, you said you heard he was moving to Florida. I would not doubt that. This man has been all over the world, a world-traveled wrestler, and here he comes. He is power walking to the ring. All business is the Port City King, Casey McKnight.
And a legitimate badass. I mean, a guy who just has a bad attitude, likes hitting people, does not mind getting hit.
I saw this man earlier in the back. He was by himself. He was in a dark corner. He was doing Hindu squats over and over and over again. And look at this. He's walking right up. This thing's getting underway fast. Ring the bell.
They're not even going to wait for anything else. They're just going to go right at it here. I would not expect a technical masterpiece. I would not expect a lot of wrestling moves. I would expect a brawl and a beating.
You just took the words right out of my mouth, Chaz. This is going to be unbelievable. We've seen a lot of great wrestling tonight. This is just going to be a hard-hitting battle. Both men trading punches and hard knife-edge chops and boots. I can't wait to see these men tear each other apart.
Look at these two just wailing on each other. Bruisers. No matter who comes out of this on top, both of these guys are going to be feeling it tomorrow. Hey, they're going to be feeling it tonight.
Look at that intense shoulder tackle by Casey McKnight. German suplex holding on to Marcellus. King Marcellus trying to get away, grabbing onto the middle rope there. Referee Mark Beatty trying to get these men separated.
Mark Beatty in a unenviable situation here, unenviable position. He has got two guys who not known for following the rules all that much and willing to take whatever shortcut necessary. He's got his hands full.
You know what? I like that, though, Curtis. I mean, these two men will do whatever it takes to win right here at Live and in Stereo. Live on iPay-per-view, you have to do whatever it takes to win by any means necessary, just like we heard Marcellus King say earlier.
Marcellus King, of course, like I said, a former Pro Wrestling Evo heavyweight champion, dropping that strap to Zach Salvation. Casey McKnight, last time we saw him just brutalizing Robin Goffin at Viva La Evolution, which you can, of course, you can order that at ProWrestlingEvo.com. And we want to again thank everyone for watching Evo on demand tonight, our first iPay-per-view live and in stereo. And those chops and European uppercuts are certainly live and in stereo.
That's exactly right. I can hear him from here, even with this headset on. Casey McKnight was in a little bit of trouble there, going to a snap mare, a basic wrestling maneuver, and a hard elbow right to the chrome dome of old Marcellus King. Hard kick to the back. Casey McKnight, another snap mare.
You MMA fans out there know those elbows are what's so deadly, so dangerous.
See
guys
get open in a heartbeat.
Busted open in a moment. Marcellus King probably in some of the worst trouble we've seen him in here.
How many times do you see Marcellus King take a powder? Look at this. These guys are brutalizing each other. Marcellus King, often like a quarterback you would see in football, taking the roll out of bounds, trying to gather his thoughts, trying to slow down the momentum of Casey McKnight.
Marcellus, normally a guy who will go to the floor to re-scheme, re-plan, not usually going to the floor trying to escape in a situation like he is now. Well, look how Casey had his back turned. King took advantage.
You can never take your eyes off of Marcellus King. He's very cagey. Hard forearm, down goes King.
And now, how many times see Casey McKnight take a powder? Well, he's not.
It looks like the fans are taking a powder. They're getting out of the way, and I don't blame them. These two might wind up right over here.
Smartest fans in professional wrestling. You see these two big men coming at you, you get out of the way.
A headbutt to the lower kidney area of Marcellus King from Casey McKnight. What a unique maneuver. And a back rake by Marcellus King. These two are just slugging it out right here on the floor.
I told you, folks, it wasn't going to be pretty. To borrow a phrase from a hero, it's going to be bowling shoe ugly, but it is going to be a fight.
I heard your wife is bowling shoe ugly.
It's more like clown shoe.
Casey McKnight rolling. Marcellus back in the ring. Marcellus cutting him right off, taking the bootlaces and raking them across the eyes of Casey McKnight. Marcellus not even going for a cover, just pounding away at the forehead and the face of Casey McKnight.
Our first cover there, but not even really a one count. And an elbow, Marcellus King repaying the favor from earlier.
Much like Casey McKnight did earlier. Marcellus King dropping the elbow on the forehead of Casey McKnight, and that is what we call a receipt, my friend.
Both these men, big bruisers. Ugh.
Hard knee right to the gut, right to the breadbasket.
Knee lift there, and they got 20 minutes to settle this. Casey McKnight demanded the best competition that we had, and I think he got it tonight in Marcellus King.
Well, Chase, knowing these men like I do, these two might not settle it in 20 minutes. These guys don't give up. These guys probably be fighting all night long. Who's going to stop them?
Yeah, it's a situation where even if one were lucky enough to get a pinfall and hook it, the other one come out of that pinfall attempt.
Beautiful Northern Light suplex with a bridge.
I was saying Marcellus King could have come, even if that had been it, he could have come out right there, and these two might have kept on brawling. There's no love lost between them.
Casey McKnight stalking Marcellus King, draping him across that middle rope there, choking the life out of him, much like Marcellus did earlier. Both these men pulling out all the stops, as the late Gorilla Monsoon would say.
Ugh.
And a hard kick right to the head.
Just the side of the head there. Marcellus King kicked out of the ropes.
And he kicked him in the soft spot, right in the temple.
And now begging off. Look out here. Oh, right in the midsection.
Dangerously low there on Marcellus King. Mark Beatty might want to get in there and check that. Casey McKnight not giving any room to breathe to Marcellus, but Marcellus fighting back with some hard shoulders right into the corner.
Crowd stunned into silence here a little bit. I don't think I think they expected a fight, but I don't think they expected the level of fight they've been getting.
Hard clothesline into the buckle. Not really sure where that caught KC. Looks like in the face. And yet another hard boot right to the mouth.
And now another cover here.
Lateral press.
Just
Only
two. Going to take a whole lot more than that to get rid of Casey McKnight. And now look at this. Marcellus King just slamming his head down into the mat.
Casey's fired up. Look at him. Hard knife edge chop. He means business here tonight.
And choking him in the corner. Again, neither one of these guys is known for following the rules a lot. Friends of yours?
I love them both, but I would not want to cross paths with either one of these men right now.
Look out here. Oh, just face washed him. Casey McKnight, now you're seeing why he's getting looks everywhere he goes.
Marcellus might be out. Look at him. He's draped across the bottom buckle there. Marcellus, I think he's out.
Do not underestimate this man. We have seen him fake being out before, only to come back and win.
He's still got life in him.
Enough there to hold on.
Like I said earlier, these two might just fight all night long. There's no quit, no say die in either one of these men. Got a modified armbar here.
And a nerve hold at the same time. Crowd chanting tap. I don't believe Marcellus King.
Applying pressure to that trapezius area on Marcellus King.
I don't believe I've ever seen the man tap.
You know, now that you bring it up, I don't think I have either. Beautiful counter there. It looks like Marcellus is going to work on one of KC's wheels there.
One with the leg, one with the headlock, and of course, Marcellus King winning that battle, working on that leg now. And it's a smart move. KC is a tough and big guy, but if he can't stand up, he can't use that weight and leverage.
Exactly right. You can see KC was reaching back for that trapezius muscle while he was down. Now KC just trying to stay away, trying to get some separation. Marcellus is not going to allow it, though. Stay in on that left leg of Casey McKnight.
Smart move there.
Marcellus is just a bad dude.
We have seen him in the circus wreak havoc. His buddy Serco, who we turned on now, got Cedric Alexander under his wing, and those two have been wreaking havoc here in EVO, especially with Zach Salvation, your current EVO champion. Those two, again, Cedric and Zach, facing off in our main event coming up. If these two ever stop trying to kill each other.
They're back out on the floor, and all I can tell you.
Oh, and Marcellus is in a fan's lap.
Hard knife edge chop. It's Take a King home tonight here at Pro Wrestling EVO Live and in stereo.
And those fans, KC's hitting them so hard, those fans might be bruised after it's just the power traversing through Marcellus King and into those fans.
And a hard European uppercut. If they make their way over here, don't say look out to me because you'll be talking to yourself. I'll be out of here. I don't get paid enough to be a color commentator.
Now fighting back to the lights. Anything could happen here.
I told you these two might just brawl all over the state of North Carolina.
This thing is spilled out
into the streets where Marcellus, grew up. This is his forte. This is where he's comfortable. Is out on the floor fighting. Casey McKnight, no slouch. Hard forearm to the back of Marcellus.
Neither man giving an inch here.
That's it. They're coming
this way.
I'm getting out of here.
Hopefully they don't come all the way over here. Oh.
Hard boot to the gut of Marcellus King and a hard, sound like a knife edge chop or overhand chop to the back of Marcellus King. Marcellus.
Make those muscles just tighten up. Hard. Now he's telling fans to move.
This has been one hell of a game of Simon Says here tonight. The fans are up, they're down all night long, in and out of their chairs. KC fighting back here. Oh my gosh.
Bad intentions planned here for both guys. Look out!
Oh my gosh, a modified backdrop into the second row. He might have broke his back.
And those chairs might be padded, but Casey McKnight came down hard on his ribs
and his back.
On the top of one of those chairs.
He might have herniated a disc in his back. Not a pleasant way to spend your 27th birthday.
I think his ribs got it worse than his back did. That's what he was clutching.
Casey, again, just trying to get away here. He can't breathe. He can't breathe. I'm telling you, he might have either broken a rib or herniated a disc.
McKnight just trying to get away.
You can see the anguish in his eyes.
Clutching his chest, just trying to get away. Trips him up with a chair.
Smart move by KC. Now Marcellus is zoning in on those ribs.
Yep. Throwing punches to the body. Could be like Rocky, start breaking the ribs here. We get the 10-minute mark. These guys have been pounding each other for 10 minutes now.
I don't know if it'll go another 10. These two are throwing, dropping bombs.
They show no signs of stopping anytime soon.
They're not slowing down. Oh.
We've seen what? One wrestling move, two wrestling moves?
I think I saw a headlock and maybe a snapmare earlier on. Marcellus King taking the front of the tights of KC and using all the momentum of Casey McKnight to send him right into that middle turnbuckle.
Now watch this. Lower back, tightens everything up, knees get weak.
Targeting in on those ribs, I should say.
And McKnight's in bad shape here. He's got the leg that Marcellus was working on earlier. He's got those ribs now that have been crushed.
I'm telling you, this match changed whenever they went out to the floor. Like I said earlier, that's Marcellus's forte. The streets, the floor, and the ring is where KC would have probably felt more comfortable.
McKnight's still not giving any.
No, he's not. He's still fighting back.
Look at this.
Right hand after right hand after right hand.
Oh, and just powers him over there with that suplex.
Belly to back suplex. This could be all. Mark Beatty in for the one, for the two. Foot on the rope. That's great ring awareness there by Casey McKnight.
That's your veteran Casey McKnight knowing exactly where he is, saving that energy and just throwing his leg over the rope, keeping from having to kick out to break the count.
This is different, a modified bear hug, and look at Marcellus just rolling with him. This is a basic wrestling, amateur wrestling maneuver, but Casey's still too close to the ropes. Again, that great ring awareness of the world-traveled Casey McKnight.
And Marcellus using every bit of that 5 count that he's given by the referee. And look, McKnight, after absorbing all that punishment, swings back, locks in a headlock of his own. Oh.
A modified slam there by Marcellus King, and quite honestly, I don't know who got the worst of that one. Both men down. Marcellus hooking the
over
leg.
Here, 2.
KC,
still fighting McKnight, who pops up to his feet.
Like you said, he keeps popping up to his feet. Has tons and tons of life and fight in him. I'm impressed. I'm very impressed. These two men really slugging it out to determine who the true king of Pro Wrestling Evo is.
The Port City King, Casey McKnight, the Mid-Atlantic King, Marcellus King. Who is going to reign supreme? Right now it is still anybody's game.
And I think all that back chop did was piss Casey McKnight off.
Oh, he comes out swinging. These two guys have beat the hell out of each other for well over 10 minutes now. Hard into that buckle.
Hard back elbow.
Ah!
Took his head off with the clothesline.
And a running clothesline, but look at Casey McKnight. Those ribs are hurt really bad.
You take away a man's ribs, you take away his ability to breathe. Much like I did Adam Page earlier this evening.
Yeah, you made it hard for him to breathe, but I don't think it was his legs you took away.
I said his ribs. Gosh, don't you pay attention to anything I say?
Or I try not to.
Well, what? I'm a very highly educated man. As both men jockeying for position here on a superplex. What's going to happen? Both men in the high-risk district up there.
Now, this could go either way. Marcellus King crazy enough to superplex to the floor. Thank goodness Casey McKnight finds his way down. Oh,
right to the gut. Spilling Marcellus head over heels. There goes his left jab.
Look at this.
Left jab.
Just teeing off on Marcellus.
Both men have to be careful here. Casey McKnight, the last thing he wants to do is punch himself out. Marcellus might be doing a little rope-a-dope here.
Fireman's carry here, but Marcellus slips out. The ribs too hurt.
Crossface chicken wing. Shades of Bob Backlund. Marcellus King able to get out.
Neither man able to gain a hold for more than a second. What's McKnight doing here? A roll.
Finley roll. Can he get on top of him? Can he make the cover? He's got to get some oxygen back in that body first. He needs to go for the cover.
One, two. This could be it.
Man, I don't know how these guys are still going.
Marcellus able to find a way to kick out over 15 minutes now, beating each other half to death. Oh, if this is that power bomb, no.
Double underhook.
Double underhook
Could
here.
Looking for a tiger bomb.
Tiger bomb.
That's it. That's got to be off.
He's put away
It's
plenty of
over.
men, but not Marcellus King, not tonight.
Give Marcellus King credit, the Mid-Atlantic King, kicking out of that beautiful tiger bomb by Casey McKnight. Unbelievable. I have no idea how these guys are still going as we hear the 2 minutes. 2 minutes remaining, is that what they said?
2 minutes remaining, that's correct. He's got him now full Nelson, but again, Marcellus King able to slip out.
A series of go-behinds here. Oh, sidewalk backbreaker. That is the last move Casey McKnight wanted to feel with that injured back, those injured ribs.
This could be all here.
They could, how he can't have any
18 minutes, still not enough.
Take nothing away from Casey McKnight.
Covers a smart move here from Marcellus King, making him exert the energy to kick out again. He's only got so many left with those ribs hurting like that, but still fighting Casey McKnight. Neither guy has been able, I mean, they've done a lot of damage to each other, but neither guy is able to sustain anything long enough to really create a finishing combination.
These are just two bulls in a china shop. They're just going at it. They're slugging it out right here at Pro Wrestling Evo Live and in stereo on iPay-per-view. These two men are holding nothing back. This is the last game of the season. This is the fourth quarter. And you know what? Casey McKnight is showing me something right here tonight.
He's got about 45 seconds here if he wants to do this.
Seems a little disoriented.
Going for the superplex! Superplex from the second rope!
And the Evo fans come alive here for that superplex.
He's got 30 seconds. He's got to recover here.
Come on, get on top of him. Go for the cover. Go for the cover.
Both men down in the ring.
Casey McKnight on his 27th birthday might just become the true king of Pro Wrestling Evo if he can just get on top for that cover.
Referee Mark Beatty to a 5 count. Both these guys on their knees. 10 seconds remain.
Neither men are going for covers. They're just slugging it out. The fans are counting along. This is broken down. Absolutely broken down.
And that's it. We're out of time here.
They're still going at it. You're not going to get, Mark Beatty's not going to get these guys apart.
We got a time limit draw here, but neither one of these guys is willing to give up here.
Marcellus trying to get away here. These guys they're not done. They're not done.
Look out! Still battling on the floor here. We're out of time. Their match is over. It's been called a time limit draw, but neither man willing to give in.
These two have exceeded the 20 minutes, and they're just slugging it out for bragging rights here. They're still trying to figure out who the true king is. They're not going to stop. They're not going to stop. Mark Beatty has lost all control.
Look out. Fans again smartly clearing out of the way. They're fighting through the crowd here.
They're going to have to get somebody out here to stop this.
Look out.
Oh, chair. We're moving furniture now. We got to get somebody out here to stop these guys, get these two guys apart. Mark Beatty needs to do his job. If these guys aren't careful, there's going to be a heavy, heavy fine laid on top of them.
And now Casey McKnight just walking away. Well, look out. Marcellus King attacks him from behind.
He's not done yet.
They're fighting all the way to the back here in front of our entrance ramp.
Get them apart.
Unbelievable. They're going to fight all the way to the back.
We need to get a camera back there. We need to get a camera back there now to see what's going on.
What an unbelievable match